Well, hello, everyone. Ashanti Titus here with Profit Mo Financial Services. I hope that you are having an amazing day. And today I wanted to talk about a form that is due if you are an owner operator. If you are an owner operator with a vehicle that is over 55,000 pounds, it is very important that you make sure that your form 2290 is complete. 2290 is pretty much a form that you're going to need to fill out if you own large trucks, as far as trailer trucks, Mack trucks, and things of that nature. If you're hauling freight and our logistics company, you want to make sure that your form 2290 is complete. In order to fill out the form 2290, it's important that you know what you need to do beforehand, and or what the information that you need to have. And a part of that is going to be your VIN number for each and every one of the vehicles that your company or yourself owns, as well as the month in which the vehicle was put into action for your business, or put on the road. So let's go ahead and take a look over here to look at our form 2290. This form can also be done electronically, and there's actually a limit. So if you have over a certain amount of vehicles that are over 55,000 pounds, you have to file electronically. However, if you have 5, 10, or less, you can definitely complete the 2290 form manually here. So as you can see, you're going to need the name of the business, the address, the EIN number, the city, and the state as well. If there were any changes of addresses to your business, you want to make sure that you click or check this particular box right here. If there was a VIN number correction, then you want to make sure that that is checked as well. And we're going to just pretty much talk about your first time doing it here. So these don't pertain. A final and amended will not pertain in this scenario that we're setting up here. And then one of the first questions that it asks is, when was the vehicle reported, used on the public highways? What was the first time it was used? So you want to put the year and the month right here, starting with the year and then the month, all right? The next thing that it talks about is the tax. So you're going to enter the total from the form 2290 on page 2, okay? So that information is going to come from the second page, all right? So depending on the weight of the vehicle will determine the tax that the annual tax that you're going to be paying, all right? So that is a part of that. And then it's going to just pretty much go on down, talking about the total tax, any additional tax from an increase in the taxable gross weight, and any credits. You have to have supporting documentation with that, okay? So when you use software, it's actually going to calculate that all for you. If you're not using software, you want to make sure that you're, if it says add, that you're adding, the lines or what have you, and detracting from those that say subtract, okay? So that is that part. And then it's going to talk about here. So all of them, if you, on the next part, it says, I declare that the vehicles reported on Schedule 1 as suspended, which is category W, are expected to be used on public highways. And so you check the box if it's 5,000 miles or 7,500 miles or less for agricultural vehicles, and then during the period. So we are actually in June 2nd. So when it's at the time of this recording, so if it's through June the 30th, if there was suspended during this time, so from July 2021 to June 2022. All right. So if there's any vehicles that you had that were suspended, you want to actually complete and attach to Schedule 1 with that. All right. So, and as you can see, you want to make sure. So I declare that the vehicles listed as suspended on the form 2290 filed for period July 2020 through June 30th, 2021 were not subject to the tax for that period, except for vehicles listed on 8B. All right. So it then goes on to ask for the VIN number here. So as far as that goes, if you don't have anything suspended, reports of suspension, you don't even have to worry about this section if you don't have any vehicles that were suspended. So you can literally go from here, and then, you know, if you want to allow any other person to talk about this return, if you have like a CPA, accountant, or, you know, another person in your company that can talk about this, that you will, you know, give permission to talk about this, and you would definitely put their name there, their phone number, and then create a pin here. And then put yes, if that's the case. And then you want to sign there. All right. And then once you sign here, and if a paid preparer is doing it, they're going to sign and put their information in that box. Now, if we go down here, and let's say if you only have, even if you have just one vehicle that's over 55,000 pounds, it's important that you do, you know, you file this form 2290. Okay, a lot of people are getting into the logistics business, you know, I've heard like them coming like after the fact to talk about the 2290 form that they didn't know about it. So if you are new to logistics, or if you've been in logistics for a while and you haven't completed your 2290 forms, we're definitely here to assist you to make sure that you get that done, because it's very important to making sure that everything is on the up and up for your vehicle, for your truck. And you know, we're here to assist you with that. So we want to make sure that you are put together here. And then, so the partial tax period, so vehicles first used after July. So see the tables at the end. So you're going to make sure you're going to look at those, and then the number of vehicles that you have here. And then you're going to you pretty much going to multiply, like if you, from the point of the pricing, you know, times the number of vehicles that there are. And then the total goes there. And that is pretty much it. And as you can see, if you see these letters right here, this is the category of vehicle. So if you have one that's suspended, it's going to be in a category W. And as you can see, as the weight progresses for the vehicle, that is going to change the category. So if it's 55,000 pounds, it's going to be a category A vehicle. Okay, so that's what that means. All right. And so, once again, this is a part of Schedule A. You're going to put in the same information, the EIN number, when it was put on the road, and then you're going to put in the VIN number here. And it also says the category, so A through W. So whatever, so like let's say if you have 5 trucks and 3 of them are 55,000 pounds, and then you have another one that's you know, larger. So let's say if it's 57,000. So the first 3, you will put in the VIN numbers of each one. So 1, 2, 3, you put in the VIN numbers here. Each has their own distinct VIN number. And then it's going to be category A, because all of them are 55,000 pounds. Now, if you have one that's 57,000, you're going to do the same thing, put the VIN number. But we're going to go back and look at our chart. And if it's 57,000 pounds right on the dot, then it's going to be a category C. Okay. So we're going to have the VIN numbers here. And then these are going to be all A. And then this last one is going to be C, and then you're going to go proceed here and put in the VIN numbers for each and every one of them. As you know, it's a combination of letters and numbers or what have you. So I won't bore you guys with all of that for that. But essentially, you're going to just do the same thing. Make sure that you have the accurate and distinct VIN number, and make sure that it's correct, because they will reject your 2290 if this information is not accurate and correct. So then, as you can see down here, the total number of vehicles reported, you're going to add them all up here. Enter the total number of vehicles, taxable vehicles in which tax is suspended, which is category W. So how many of them are W? And then the total number of taxable vehicles. So you're going to subtract line B from A. So in this case, there's 0 suspended, and then so it'll be 4. So it would be 4 minus 0 would be 4. All right. And that looks like there's like an additional sheet that they provide you with to add more vehicles for you. And here's a consent to disclosure. Pretty much they're saying that they're going to be able to report your information to the Department of Transportation. You can, on your, you know, free time, you can definitely read more about that. But essentially, they're pretty much having you to sign a consent to disclose your information that's on your 2290 report. And this is a payment voucher, so you would send in your check payments or your money order along with filling this information out. You'll have your EIN number here, the dollar amount, the name of the business, the address, city and state, and then your year and your month here. All right. And you would attach this and send this on to the IRS along with the payments. So for the 2290, if you are owner operator and you need assistance on getting your 2290s completed for the year, definitely reach out to us. We will help you in making sure that everything is together for your business. Now, if you find this video helpful, please give this video a thumbs up, like, subscribe, and share with an owner operator who may be unaware or who may need this information. If you are behind on your 2290s, definitely reach out to us. We will help get you caught up. Until next time, stay profitable and stay great, and talk to you soon. Bye.